reaction is reaction with metals. Next reaction of haloarenes is reaction with metals. First reaction is Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Two reactions are there. One is Wurtz-Fittig reaction, the second one is Fittig reaction. Both these reactions of haloarenes are very important for exam. So first one is Wurtz-Fittig reaction. So when a mixture of haloalkanes and haloarenes is heated with sodium in the presence of dry ether, the alkyl benzene is formed. This reaction is called as Wurtz reaction. That is, when alkyl halides and aryl halides are heated with sodium, aryl halides. A mixture of alkyl halides and aryl halides are heated with sodium in dry ether. In the presence of sodium in dry ether, here these 2X react with 2 atoms of sodium to form NaX plus alkyl benzene is formed. The alkyl group is attached to benzene ring, alkyl benzene plus 2NaX. Let us write one example. When methyl chloride is heated with chlorobenzene in the presence of sodium in dry ether, toluene is formed. CH3 will be attached to benzene ring and form methyl benzene, that is toluene, plus 2NaCl. This reaction is called as Wurtz reaction. The second reaction is Wurtz-Fittig reaction. This is Wurtz-Fittig reaction. Next reaction is Fittig reaction. Fittig reaction. What is Fittig reaction? Here, haloarenes, 2 molecules of haloarenes, when heated with sodium in dry ether, the 2 arene groups join together. 2 aromatic rings join together to form diphenyl or biphenyl. So, when 2 molecules of haloarenes, haloarene plus another molecule of haloarene is heated with sodium, when 2 molecules of haloarenes are heated with sodium in dry ether, now the 2 arene groups, 2 benzene rings join together to form diphenyl or biphenyl. The 2 benzene rings join together to form diphenyl or biphenyl plus 2 NaX. Let us write one example. So 2 molecules of chlorobenzene react with sodium in dry ether to form diphenyl. This is called Fittig reaction. Plus 2 NaCl. This is called Fittig reaction. These are the two reactions, that is reactions with metals, reactions of halogens with metals. Next is polyhalogen compounds. Next concept in this chapter we study is polyhalogen compounds. What are polyhalogen compounds? Poly means many halogen compounds. Compounds here are organic compounds, are the compounds containing carbon compounds. So, organic compounds which contain more than one halogen atom are called as polyhalogen compounds. So, we will study some polyhalogen compounds, their uses and their harmful effects we study. First one is dichloromethane. That is formula CH2Cl2, or it is also called as methylene chloride. Or methylene chloride. So some of the uses of this compound methylene chloride is uses of this compound. It is used as paint remover, as aerosol propellant, and also in the manufacture of drugs. These are the uses of dichloromethane. Then harmful effects of dichloromethane are: it is harmful to human central nervous system, and then it affects both vision and hearing. Next is its direct contact with eye can burn the cornea of the eye. Next is higher levels of methylene chloride in air causes dizziness, nausea, etc. That is giddiness, vomiting sensation, etc. If higher levels of methylene chloride, that is dichloromethane, are present in air, then if it is inhaled, then it causes dizziness and nausea. Next polyhalogen compound we study is second one, trichloromethane. Trichloromethane or chloroform, that is CHCl3. Trichloromethane, that is chloroform. Uses of chloroform: it is used as an anesthetic. As you know, it is used as anesthetic in surgery. Then it is used for preserving biological specimens. Then it is used for the production of freon refrigerants. Freons and refrigerants. Then that is freon, it is used in the production of freon. That is, example is refrigerant R22 is prepared by using chloroform. Then next use is, it is used as a test for primary amines. Primary amines are tested by using chloroform. Next, harmful effects of this: breathing of chloroform vapors around 900 ppm. If 900 ppm of chloroform is if it is inhaled, then it causes dizziness and headache. Inhaling of these vapors also depresses the central nervous system. Next, chronic exposure, that is continuous exposure to chloroform, may cause kidney and liver damage. Next, when exposed to air and light, chloroform slowly oxidizes to highly poisonous gas called phosgene. When exposed to air and light, if chloroform is exposed to air and light, it slowly oxidizes to form highly poisonous gas that is called as phosgene. Phosgene is carbonyl chloride. Hence, chloroform is stored in dark colored bottles and completely filled. If chloroform is exposed to chloroform, next third compound is that is chloroform. If chloroform is exposed to air and light, it oxidizes to form highly poisonous gas that is called as phosgene. That is, phosgene is carbonyl chloride. That is chloroform CHCl3. If it is exposed to air, it forms 2COCl2. That is phosgene. Carbonyl chloride, that is called as phosgene. It is a highly poisonous gas, plus 2HCl. So these are some harmful effects of chloroform. Next is tetrachloromethane, that is carbon tetrachloride. Next, third compound, third polyhalogen compound is tetrachloromethane, that is carbon tetrachloride CCl4. Uses of this compound, it is used as an industrial solvent. It is used in the manufacture of refrigerants, and also it is used as aerosol propellant. Then it is used in dry cleaning, and also it is used as fire extinguisher under the name pyrene. Carbon tetrachloride is used as fire extinguisher under the name pyrene. Some harmful effects of this carbon tetrachloride are: it causes liver cancer. Its vapor causes irritation to the eye and causes irregular heartbeat. Then it causes dizziness, nausea, and may also cause permanent damage to nerve cells. And next, it depletes ozone layer. Carbon tetrachloride depletes ozone layer. The next polyhalogen compound is triiodomethane, that is iodoform, CHI3. Chloroform is CHCl3, iodoform is CHI3. Uses of iodoform: it is used as an antiseptic. Iodoform is iodine, you know. It is an antiseptic. So, due to the presence of iodine, it is used as an antiseptic. It is used as an antiseptic due to the liberation of free iodine. It is also used in the manufacture of some drugs and medicines. So, next compound is freons. Important one. This one is fifth polyhalogen compound is freons. What are freons? Chlorofluorocarbon compounds of methane and ethane are collectively known as freons. Very important definition of freons. For 2 marks it will be asked. Use and one use and what are freons, and write what are freons and give example. This is very important. What are freons? Chlorofluoro, that is CFCs. Chlorofluorocarbon compounds of methane and ethane are collectively known as freons. Examples of freons are: 2 types of freons are freon 11 and freon 12. Freon 11, formula of freon 11, CFCl3. CFCl3. Freon 12. Second one is freon 12, that is CF2Cl2. These are the 2 types of freons, freon 11 and freon 12. Harmful effects of freons: as you know, it causes depletion of ozone layer. This already all of you know the harmful effects of freons. Next one is DDT, that is 6th one, DDT. What is DDT? Dichloro, diphenyl trichloromethane. Dichloro diphenyl trichloro methane is DDT. DDT, all of you know DDT. It is an insecticide. So DDT, it is used as powerful insecticide. It is used for spraying to plants to kill the insects. Harmful effects of DDT are, it is not metabolized in the animal body and gets stored in animal tissues. And also next harmful effect is, it is non-biodegradable, hence causes soil pollution. Chemical structure of DDT is very important. So it is, this is fluoro group. Dichloro, diphenyl, trichloro methane. This is the structure of DDT. Structure of DDT very important for exam. So this completes haloalkanes and haloarenes. Thank you.